Hi guys, thanks for watching. I just wanted to show you, I got this cute little stamp set. This is from Lawn Fawn. This is their Love You A Latte stamp set, and it's just really cute. It's got all these cute little sayings and sentiments and little images. It's a coffee tea kind of theme. So it kind of made me think of Canvas Corp's Beans and Bags collection. And I have some of their papers here. I've got this cute little pattern. This is like a little scrap piece of, it's got tea cups on it and stuff, and there's some of this corrugated cardstock by Canvas Corp as well, just like a really dark chocolate color. And then of course Canvas Corp has regular craft cardstock, and here's a little piece of that corrugated that I die cut. It actually, you can run it through your Sizzix and it die cuts perfectly. I was wondering if maybe it being a little bit thicker it wouldn't die cut as well, but it works. So you don't have to worry about your Sizzix and die cutting this corrugated cardstock because it does really well. And then of course I have some burlaps. So I'm going to be kind of building a little card using a lot of these scraps and this stamp set, just kind of showing you how well they go together. I want to use these little pieces here that I stamped and colored already. You have their little coffee cup, and I put a little heart that I put on with a little bit of foam adhesive, and this cute little donut. I don't know if you can see very well, but I drew some frosting on it, colored it pink, and then with a white gel pen, maybe you can see a little bit better, I put some little dots on top, like some little sprinkles. And then I stamped out the sentiment for you, and this does not have a die with it. With my stamp set I got the stamps and I got the dies. So the sentiment doesn't have a die with it, but I just went ahead and I fussy cut it out because I wanted that look for this card. Now I'm just going to show you how I'm going to kind of build the card and how these papers and the stamp set goes together really well. So I've already cut some of my papers down to the size I want it. I'm going to set these aside, and I just want to show you this cute little stamp from the set. It's a little coffee bean stamp. And I'm kind of making my own pattern on this craft cardstock by just using my stamp and a little bit of Gathered Twigs Distress ink. So I'm just stamping my little coffee bean in like random little places all over this little strip of paper. And when you're making a little pattern, it's always good to kind of stamp off the side, so it kind of makes your eye think the pattern is repeating off the side and not just like it's stuck within these borders here. So it'll kind of make your pattern flow a little bit better if you stamp off the side than just keeping within the lines, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this out and just finish off this little piece of craft cardstock. Okay, so I have my little piece of cardstock stamped. You can see I just went and stamped the whole thing with the coffee beans. And now I just want to kind of start building my layers. This is a piece of white cardstock that I cut down a little bit smaller than an A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this one is just cut down a little bit smaller to build my layers on. Now I'm thinking I want to do something like this. Just kind of start layering my pieces. But I don't want this cardstock to be plain white, so I'm going to go and take some of my Gathered Twigs Distress ink again and just sort of ink the edges. So I have all of my edges inked. I don't have to worry about the middle since I'm going to be layering papers on there anyway. So I'm just going to start putting my papers down and gluing them in place. Alright, so I have my layers kind of built on this little panel here. And I'm just going to add my little die cut pieces and just glue them down as well as, and also my little sentiment. I'm going to use my Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue. Now for the sentiment, I'm going to use some foam adhesive because it's kind of hanging off the side of this, and so it's not going to lay exactly straight anyway. So I'll just go ahead and use some of this foam adhesive. And so I've kind of got my layers all built on this little panel, and I'm just going to go take it and adhere it down to a plain white cardstock base. And that finishes the card. So I'll give you a little close-up look. You can see how easy it is to use some of these big pattern papers and then add some more texture in there with the burlap, and even make your own pattern paper with some stamps and some ink, and it just goes really beautifully with this stamp set. It's just really cute card, and the sentiment's so general that you could just send it out for birthdays or just a thinking of you card or whatever. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll catch you again in the near future. Bye!